Okay, boys and girls, let's do this phase 3 thingy that you've been waiting for and asking for. I wanted to wait a bit because, as you know, there was still a lot of bad information around, and some of the spells were kinda, well, actually runes were kinda wrecked from the start, so I wanted to see if they will change that, and they actually did. They put the Holy Light rune to bracers, which is really, really good. And also they changed the Seal of Martyrdom. This rune, I mean, this is important for us as a mana region, not because we will be using Seal of Martyrdom, but because Retribution and Protection Paladins will be using it. And this region's really, really huge amount of mana. Let me see if I can actually get these. See what's up. Yeah, you see, like, mana region from Seal of Martyrdom. It's insane. Like, this is on one fight. It's like more than entire mana pool, almost 2. And that was really, really bad before. So this helps us a lot, and this changes our playstyle a lot, because before you couldn't afford to use Holy Lights basically at all. You would just use it with the crit, what's it called? Divine Favor. You would use it with Divine Favor to get a huge heal, and that's about it mostly. Now you can really use it a lot freely, plus you get this rune that will decrease the cast time by half a second, which is insane. And you can pretty easily use like a bunch of Holy Lights right now. The other thing that's really important to talk about is the fact that still people are ignorant, and or they are not playing the class to show the benefits of Seal of the Crusader and attack power, and that's just like in phase 2. So that's really why I'm doing any guides, because the information outside of well, my own guide in phase 2, I never saw anyone mentioning this, so I want to make it for phase 3 again, and to show you that it's still the same, and it's even better now because you have a lot of talents that you can use, like 10 new talent points that you can use in that regard, and we will talk about that first. And please, if you haven't checked my first video in phase 2, it will cover most of the healing stuff. I will not go through everything here. I will just focus on phase 3 and on Paladin. So if you need like a full complete guide of how to heal stuff in any of the WoW versions, just go and check that out. I will pin it somewhere around here, in some of the corners and in the comments. So I just wanted to make this one a lot quicker, and just go through basically the changes and non-changes that happened in phase 3. So you don't get confused by retarded guys on Wowhead and everything else, because they really don't pay attention or don't even play the class, most likely. They just copy the same shit all over again. So the point that we were making in phase 2 is about Sheet of Light and how it works with our attack power. So, Sheet of Light, read it again. Dealing damage with your melee weapon increases your spell power, and healing, of course, by an amount equal to 30% of your attack power for 1 minute. So 30% of your attack power, melee attack power, will increase your spell power and healing. I mean, if only they read this, they would make better guides. Nothing else, just read this, and it's over. But still still no one is doing it. I hope they edit some of their shit when they actually read it and maybe watch the video. But anyway, I'm here for you. Fuck others. And of course, the other part is your critical healing spells will heal the target for 60% of healed amount over 12 seconds. That's basically just saying that you would always want more crit, because crit is like the king of holy paladins. This just increases it even more. But to go through the attack power thingy, let's open our stats. We have melee attack power 576. That's with the horn. Okay, I'll blow the horn down. And Elixir of Giants, I will keep it. And I have this Rage of Ages to Strength. These are just buffs that I had, so don't mind that. So this will be a bit floated, and for example, on your character, because I buff myself a lot with Strength. This one is actually just, I was just testing if it stacks. The better one is with Intellect most of the time. So yeah, just this is the what's it called, Blasted Lands quest thingy. Anyway, 576 with Horn of Lordaeron. Okay, let's go healing. 390. When you hit, you see the jump. 390 to 562. That's that's not bad, right? You want that. You want to know that, how it works. Of course, now you pop Seal of the Crusader. Okay, cancel it so you can see 576 attack power. Seal of the Crusader, 850. Okay, before the proc finishes of the Sheet of Light, you see it's 173 increase without Seal of the Crusader. 255. Plus healing, 645. And that's it. Just I mean, it's not rocket science. It's really not hard. You use Seal of Crusader all the time. You just use Seal of the Crusader. When you add everything here, like strength, all these strength buffs, and Horn of Lordaeron is actually really nice now, because you have this now. More talent points. This one is just overall good if you're missing someone to buff Blessing of Might in the raid, and in general this one is useless, so this one will help everyone, so it's useful. And here, improved Seal of the Crusader. No one will tell you to use this. No one. Increases the melee attack power bonus of your Seal of the Crusader by 15%. It grants 274 melee attack power, so it's not a small amount. Next up, you go here. Divine Strength, yes. You go here. You don't need improved lay on hands, you don't need lasting judgments, you don't need none of these shits. You need strength. It directly increases your attack power, and it works with everything else strength related. That's why you would buff Elixir of the Giants. You will buff, well, this maybe not, maybe use Intellect. You will figure that out on your own. And that's why you can use like a bunch of different things, even some gear on occasion, but especially enchants, because enchants are right now in the game. You can like take 5 strength, don't know, probably have 7, but these are shit hands, so I didn't use it. But everything here, it will work with that strength bonus. Yeah, that was the most important thing to talk about. Now we will go through some talents and other stuff. that you might have seen. I will show you in just a second. Yeah, let's go here. This is Zockify. You can check the page for best in slot gear and some of the stuff that are good. They are missing like the point here. They are missing the point here, definitely. So, I mean, they are not even saying anything about the guide and how to play it, so I'm not blaming them. They just give a general talent build and like right consumables, these bis lists and pre-bis lists, which are nice. So yeah, let's just go through this. This list is pretty much okay. You will want to have blacksmithing again. You will make baleful pauldrons, and you will enchant Atalai Signet of Serenity. Justice from the raid, of course. You will enchant the greatest stats you can. For hands, you have these male ones with 26 healing and 7 mana per 5. You have some other options too. The emerald one, I think, gives crit, but has everything else low. Yeah, this one is crit and healing none by 13. So I think like those are okay too, but mostly plus healing will be really strong. Because we have so much crit from set, from the runes, from everything, it's not like that game breaking to lose 1 crit. Now we have the rune that I will go through after this. That increases your crit chance by 1,000,000. So yeah, you enchant here the biggest strength you can. Legs are from Sunken Temple set, crit and plus healing. So you see like you get crits on every piece of the set. Yeah, every piece of the set has crit and plus healing. And the set bonus increases your holy spell crit by 3%. So just on 3 items you have 3%, and on 1 rune you have 18%. So it's like insane. It's 24 crit without like anything. Then you have talents, you have crit here, 5%. You have gear, of course. You will basically be critting all the time. So it's not that important like before. For neck, you have this from Sunken Temple. Oh, wait, I skipped the rings. Yeah, I went to boots to show you the set bonus and skip these. This is from the quest. I actually got it. Don't know how. Lucky for the first time in my life. The other ring, well, it says this one from Gnomer, but you can get the Warsong one. Just don't forget to buy the new one, because there is like every 10 levels you can switch it. Lower Keeper's ring is this one. It requires level 48, as you can see. So I used to forget this, and I used to run with the lower level like a retard. So don't do that. Don't be me. Okay, let's go back here. Weapon. This one I got too. Really, really good. Unfortunately, no really good enchants for it. But yeah, whatever. This one, I don't know. It's a lot healing plus healing. So yeah, this is good. I just love shields and I hate offense. That's why I'm wearing this one. From Crowd Pummeler in Gnomergan, so it has some intellect and plus healing mana regen. But yeah, this will be a lot better for the pure like raid healing thing. For cloaks, you can always go with these plus 31 healing world drops. I went through this already. Feather skin drape is really nice because before this you used like the PvP one, Warsong one, and this one has this caretaker's cape. It was no intellect on it and 22 healing. This one has 10 intellect and 24 healing, so it's really nice. You can enchant this, but I wouldn't really go with agility. Just go all resist, I guess. Basically, it doesn't matter. Just choose whatever you want. Wrists, I would go with intellect here. This says 9 strength, but I would probably go with intellect, especially early on. When the fights get shorter and they will, probably everything should be switched to pure throughput, so this is not that bad of advice. And for the items, you need these from engineering. It's really nice. I'm using them, and otherwise you can just go with this. It's no big difference, but well, it's just like I have engineering, so it's easy for me to choose. For waist, you get this mail, you get a nice crit and nice healing done. Boots we went through. You go with minor speed always. Trinket, you can get this one. And Void Pearl, but to be honest, you can use this one too if you have it, it's no big deal. It got some intellect, and you can use it as a mana regen if in some like insane circumstances if you need, but I doubt it, so I would just switch what I have with this one. They say Bloodlight Revenants. This is really nice. I'm just sick of farming that shit. Libram, it's stealing from Gnomergan, and that's it. You go with that Libram if you have it. If not, it doesn't make any huge difference. We went through, well, we didn't really went through talents decently. Everything else is the same. Like in phase 2, we just switch points that we had like in these situations to this and this. Basically, we use might for others mostly because we can now use Horn of Valor on us. So if you're alone, you can have benefits of all blessings. Now I will show you difference. Like at min melee attack power, you have 466 with the horn, 366 without horn. With improved might, 504. So it's not like huge difference as it was before. So yeah, I mean, in raid you'll probably get buffed by improved might anyway, so it doesn't matter. This is mostly for like solo play. If you know everything about this, I don't need to go through. It's like just like entire SoD is the same. We just lose this lay on hands because you will not be using this like that much. I mean, you will use it once per raid. That's about it. So if you're doing decent raids, I mean, if you're doing 3-hour raids, of course it could be useful, but you have to remember it will, lay on hands will drain all your mana and you're useless after that. So basically it's just useful at the end of the fight. And I'm probably never using it, like maybe once in the raid, and I force myself to use it once in the raid, not that I need it, just so I don't waste the spell's cooldown. So we switch that and Lasting Judgment to Strength and Improved Blessing of Might and Seal of the Crusader. Okay, let's go through runes. We go from the top head, no questions asked, just fanaticism, 18% crit, done and done. You will never change this in your life. Chest you can change. Divine Storm, most of the guys will tell you, yeah, and I was telling that in phase 2, I was always using this, because you can do some damage and help the raid. Horn of Lordaeron, I'm using it because I can buff myself if there is like not enough paladins and you don't have 3 or 4 paladins to buff everything, you will probably not get buffed by improved Blessing of Might. So I just use that when I need. For waste, also Sheet of Light is the only option. As you know already from the first guide and from this one, this is the one thing that can make you good or bad. On legs you would use Divine Sacrifice because it's pretty good AoE damage reduction. You can use, if it's needed, if it's needed, of course, you'll use this. This is a Tremor Totem, basically it dispels fear and sleep effects on party members, so it's really nice. Avenger's Shield is nice for damage. I use that a lot too, but Divine Sacrifice is the default option for me. Rebuke if you really don't have anyone to interrupt, but that will never happen in a 20-man raid. Feet, only one option again, Sacred Shield. You already know what it does and how it works. I won't go through much. As I said, most of you that asked for this guide already watched the first one, so I'm doing this for you. All the new guys that are watching, you can just check that one first. It will help you a lot. And wrist, the change. The change on the wrist is huge. Your Holy Light spell reduces the cast time of your next Holy Light by 0.5 seconds. This is insane. So if you cast Holy Light, it takes 1 year, and now it's only half a year, and it's really good. Now you see the mana cost is huge, especially when you're not critting, because crit will regenerate all of your mana. Of course, and Sheet of Light procs from this is really nice too when it crits. So yeah, it's a lot more useful than before. 2k without any buffs. When you buff everything else, it's huge. Yeah, of course I don't have mana. I will pot for you guys. Nah, not lucky with crits. I guess I need more crit. Anyway, you will be using it a lot more. Now, this that you see, these mana issues we had, they are legit, and you see like I casted 5-6 times and I'm already out of mana and I'm done. So that's why the buff to Seal of Martyrdom is huge. That's why you actually can use this now, because when you have the Paladin, Retribution Paladin or Protection Paladin in your raid, he will regen so much mana for you, it's insane. I already showed you, I think, yeah, from, let's see, Shade of Aranicus, mana restore, I got 6.5k. Avatar of Hakkar, 7.8k, that's insane. Okay, Talarion will be less, like Seal of Martyrdom. The fight basically lasts for a second, so it's not really a good thing to check. Illumination gave me a lot more. Festering Rod Slime, same 1.8k, because they are actually not hitting the boss that much, so that's a factor too. Here 4.4k, that's my entire mana pool, like on a shit fight, really. Here 3.6k, but on the most important fights it's like the last two, Shade of Aranicus, that lasts for like 3 minutes, for us lasted 3 minutes and 20 seconds. It was slow because we didn't have world buffs. We tested something out and failed miserably, so we lost the world buffs. And here you can see 6.4k, and on Avatar of Hakar 7.8k. Oh, hello friend. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna hug you and give you no coins. Nice. I'm so nice. Yeah, that was about the runes. Let's go through consumables. Consumables will be standard, like before. You just have like a new great regen elixir. It's a bit expensive, but yeah, we're pro raiders. Let's go buy everything that's most expensive. Mighty Troll's Blood Potion. Nightfin Soup is the new food you need. Restores 8 mana. And this one you just click and you will get the buff immediately. Like you don't have to sit and wait. Elixir of Agility is nice. If you find it expensive, you don't need to use it. This is the new one. Increases healing, done, mana, regen, and chance to restore energy and mana. You can buy 2 of these for flasks of Atalai Mojo. You buy it in that village in here. Yeah, this is like, you can see it on the map if you have the questy add-on. You just go here. This is also where you get the world buff. That's the new world buff from Sunken Temple. You also can get the world buff in Booty Bay. So yeah, let's continue. You need a lesser wizard oil or the new wizard oil, but I never saw it. Don't know if it's in game yet. You need Elixir of Giants, which will increase your strength and work with all your increases of strength, which is great. This is the 25 intellect I talked about that doesn't stack with the strength buff I already had. You will need basically some of these stuff here. I just bought a bunch of those for Blasted Lands quest. Blasted Lands quest here. Infallible Mind is the one. I think, yeah, 10 Basilisk Brains and 2 Vulture Gizzards. And you will get the buff on you immediately and one in the bag. So you need to run to the instance and don't die. So you can, like, have this one for later if you lose it and die. Next one is Elixir of Coalesced Regret. This you remember from phase 2. Or phase 1 actually. You needed to speak with the corpse for crafting quest in phase 1, yeah. So this one will give you actually like all stats plus 1. It's not huge, but it's nice for us. It gives you 1 intellect, 1 stamina, 1 spirit, 1 strength, 1 agility. I mean, really good for paladins. You just buy that on the auction house. You will need like nature protection potions and stuff like that. You could use free action potions. Those are nice too. Mana potions, of course. I'm using these and these, depending on what you, require for that fight. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about this, I just saw the quest item. Chivalrous Signet, healing done by 15 and 7 strength, 7 stamina, 7 intellect. That's the one I wanted to talk about. I skipped this, and it's a quest for paladins, so you should just do that before you go in the raid, then you pick some feathers and shit. It's no big deal to get it, and you will basically have your best in slot ring. I'm just going to pick it up. I just finished the quest. This is it. Plus you get this Holy Might Stone granting 300 attack power. So 10 minutes of this will be fun for that logging thing. And I think you actually receive all of these now. Okay, what else? To go through consumables. Yeah, world buffs. World buffs are of course really important. You need to get the one that I talked about in Booty Bay or here on this island. You just wait here or here when it drops. It drops quite a few times now because it's a lot easier than before, so people are doing it. After that you need, I think it will be now in, yeah, Malgore. You need Dark Moon Fair buff, 10% intellect, and you need the third buff that you can get now is from Fellwood. You see these timers. This is Songflower. It will give you a buff. Let me show you. Songflower buff. Songflower Serenade. Yeah, let's do some serenades. Chance for melee range or spell crit by 5% and all attributes by 15 for 1 hour. And this is insane. So you pick, basically you just pick one and you boon it with the Chrono Boon Displacer. Then you boon it and boon again when you get the other buff, and just repeat that 3 times and you're good to go. What else can we go through that is not covered? Yeah, basically rotation. That's really important now because it's changed. I'll just pop a video from some raid. You probably hear some people talking, so I'm gonna mute it. This is first boss. This one is so fast, like insane. But you will see now the difference with Holy Light compared to before. It's insane. Like, where is that fight? Yeah, you can precast the Holy Light so you get the buff rolling. It lasts 15 seconds if you roll it immediately. So just precast it on a tank or whatever, and then go hit the boss with your Seal of the Crusader to get the Sheet of Light proc. Of course, with all your buffs up. Now you can spam Flash of Light when there is no damage. It's okay. Of course, like before, you keep your Beacon of Light on one tank and you spam heal everyone else. That will be copied to the tank. I'm using here Flash. You see my mana, it's literally not spending at all. Like, nothing is happening. It's fucking insane. This is like the first instance and the last instance of any serious damage. So I'll go through all the bosses. Just a nice tip to bubble on this. You will just stand there and continue healing. And now you can pop like Holy Lights and you see like 3k crits, and it's insane. And you can see the hot from Sheet of Light. It's 420 now. That's insane. Like it just stays there and healing. You see me jumping like on healing run, even in front of the priests. And these are really good healers. It's not like they are not healing. They are healing as fuck. So for the rotation now, you have Holy Light, because look at my mana, this is the end of the fight. It was really impossible to spend any mana. Like, look at this, it's not even possible to spend it. It is later on, of course, but most of the time you will not have mana issues. You can use Holy Light if you need to use Holy Light. So it will be really good to like use both. If you can just keep your buff of Holy Light thing up, that's enough, I guess. But I really tried this raid, especially I tried to heal mostly with Holy Light to see the mana issues and to see how the buff to Seal of the Martyrdom works. And it's really buffed, like you don't have any mana issues. Don't know if I had like one mana pot. I'm not sure, but even if I did, doesn't matter. You should always drink mana pots. Like your goal in the raid is to spend all your mana every time. So just spam the fuck out of everything. And these crits from Holy Lights are insane because they leave such a big hot compared to Flash of Light. It's really good. This fight is really cancer for us. We need to dispel, we need to move, we need to do shit. And we don't have any instant spells except the really bad Holy Shock. So, yeah. And you see me spamming Holy Lights again. And I'm still at half a mana. Don't know why I'm targeting this. I failed here with Sheet of Light. You don't want to let this happen. Like to drop Sheet of Light, but with these people dying, I'm just focused on keeping them alive. So yeah, I failed with that, but it was really the end of the fight. I'm not sure I should say fail, but you get my point. Keep in mind that you need to keep that running Sheet of Light buff. Let's go. What's next? The defenders. Yeah, I'm just showing you the rotation, so I'm gonna stop after this one. I'm gonna make a video on all the bosses if you want, so you can check the tactics for everything. But basically, I tried spamming Holy Lights on all fights, and it was really good. Like, you couldn't be doing this before. You would run out of mana, like, easily. There is no way you would like be able to cast that much. So right now I'm saying go for it if you have Retribution and Protection Paladins in your raid. So basically that's it. I'm not sure if I need to talk about anything more. You will have everything in the first guide that most of you already checked out, and I got great feedback from it. So yeah, you might have seen that I changed my UI a bit. I moved weak auras up here because and I moved these bars to the sides because I need more room for 20 people here, and to get ready if there is ever 40 people raid, to just get used to this configuration. I usually have this mouse over hidden all the time and just mouse over, but I don't know. I just left it so people can see it on streams and everything. Also, I got this engraver add-on. It's pretty nice. You can check it out and download it if you like. Just a lot easier to engrave your owns. And that's it. Thank you, boys and girls, for watching. I hope you found it useful and helpful, and I hope you stick around for more. Thanks for your support. It really means a lot. All your comments, messages, all your shares, likes, subscribes, whatever. It really helps me, and I'm not like a YouTuber or streamer or whatever. I just like to share my knowledge to you guys, and I appreciate you for hanging with me. See ya.